outsourced the job to a fourth hitman, offering him a flat 700,000. And then that hitman outsourced the job to a fifth man. This is all a matter of public record. That guy only got 100,000 for the job, for the original payment of 2 million. That guy, the fifth assassin involved, meets with the target and says, "Hey, let's scam these guys." He says, "Hey, let's stage a photo of me having killed you. Then I'll take it back to those guys and get paid. Then we'll just go to the cops." And at that point, everybody got arrested. Everybody in the chain was sentenced from somewhere between 5 years and 2.5 years in jail. Stupidest crime story in the history of the world, I believe, happened in 20.
Well, you know, allow me this arm. Not like that. That's a bricks. All white bricks.
But damn, who was you dating? Godzilla? She threw a meteor through your shit.
Well, you know, allow me this arm. Not like that. That's a bricks. All white bricks.
But damn, who was you dating? Godzilla? She threw a meteor through your shit.
Well,
Obvious, I think me and you look cute together, like real cute.
Is that the obvious?
It's obvious because you fine, I'm handsome. What's her name?
Dominique.
Say what?
Dominique.
Dominique. My name Hubert.
Hubert.
They call me Hubert. That was for short though.
That's what they call you for short.
Yeah.
Can you give me the style?
Picking the stop. Damn, you don't give my name like
I'm
that.
joking.
My brother, that's my relative name.
I'm sorry.
I'm Hubert the third.
Oh, the third one?
Yeah.
They made the mistake 3 times.
You funny. You got jokes. Okay, all right. All right, you got jokes.
I'm joking.
You like Gina from Martin, huh?
You know, I was just going
Okay. You so crazy. Let me get your phone so we can hang out. Man, I'm gonna laugh some more. You know what I'm saying?
I can't make you laugh now. You gotta be careful with that.
Let's do that.
Girls that make you
Here,
laugh,
hold
they
up.
gon'
What that mean?
they gon'
I'm saying the obvious. I think me and you look cute together, like real cute.
Is that the obvious?
It's obvious because you fine, I'm handsome. What's her name?
Dominique.
Say what?
Dominique.
Dominique. My name Hubert.
Hubert.
They call me Hubert. That was for short though.
That's what they call you for short.
Yeah.
Can you give me the style?
Picking the stop. Damn, you don't give my name like
I'm
that.
joking.
My brother, that's my.
Your Majesties, Your Royal Highnesses, Excellencies, dear laureates, ladies and
Yo, P,
gentlemen.
what's up, bro?
This year, the Nobel Committees in Physics and Chemistry have recognized the dramatic progress being made in a new form of artificial intelligence that uses artificial neural networks to learn how to solve difficult computational problems. This new form of AI excels at modeling human intuition rather than human reasoning, and it will enable us to create highly intelligent and knowledgeable assistants who will increase productivity in almost all industries. If the benefits of the increased productivity can be shared equally, it will be a wonderful advance for all humanity. Unfortunately, the rapid progress in AI comes with many short-term risks. It has already created divisive echo chambers by offering people content that makes them indignant. It is already being used by authoritarian governments for massive surveillance and by cybercriminals for phishing attacks. In the near future, AI may be used to create terrible new viruses and horrendous lethal weapons that decide by themselves who to kill or maim. All of these short-term risks require urgent and forceful attention from governments and international organizations. There is also a longer-term existential threat that will arise when we create digital beings that are more intelligent than ourselves. We have no idea whether we can stay in control, but we now have evidence that if they are created by companies motivated by short-term profits, our safety will not be the top priority. We urgently need research on how to prevent these new beings from wanting to take control. They are no longer science fiction. Thank you.
Short and to the point, niggas.
Seems like if the serpent is white,
I hope you enjoy your last supper.
Some heavy hitters are having a call game tonight.
What?
Matching up in Bella Canyon.
No way to know if it's the right target.
Got some for your way.
Send them my laptop.
I hope you enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are still 2 players not bought in. Come on now,
Double shot.
no straggler. You guys almost got left out. As you know, buy-in's
Yeah,
100,000,
yeah,
and
yeah.
as always, cash.
I hope you enjoy your last supper.
Advice?
So this motherfucker right here. When I see you, I'll give you the biggest kiss in the lips. That's the first video I've seen this year, which actually helped me pay my bills.
Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. You still using agents to buy car insurance? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. It's 2025. Use this site. I'm gonna send you and all the viewers a link. It runs your info through an AI system. You just need to tap on your year, make, model, and then pulls every discount you qualify for. I personally pay full coverage for $29 a month for my Tesla. You know the funny thing is that my old agent still calls. I don't answer. That AI handled it.
That was AI generated itself, you know, but still. Anyway, Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday. What's good, peoples? What you got going on, Puff? My bad. Oh, damn. This motherfucker doing that hacking shit. Sunday morning hacking. Get it cracking. Sunday morning hacking. Get it cracking. color pencils. It's a long ass video. Right there. No. All right, we need to get some painting done. Yo, Black Bird, how you doing, broski? Yo, appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for even jumping in the comment. Yo, The Walking Dead, what's good? How you been? I ain't heard from you in a minute. Everything is everything. Everything is good. Still working on this series right here. Who's that? Blackbird? So I started this series a couple years ago called The Whisper. Pretty simple concept. People just sharing a secret. So this is number 6 that we're working on right now. Probably do like 10 of them. So I have number 6 on the canvas, and then there's my next one back there. So that'd be number 7, I think. But old woman. Yeah, I love painting faces. I'm primarily a portrait artist. I love faces. Focus, camera, focus. Jesus Christ. I have the cheapest camera in America. But this one is coming along really good too. I've really been having a lot of fun on this. This is actually 2 sisters. And I took this picture last year, I think. I don't know. I've had this picture for a while. Thanks, PJ. Yeah, so that one, her smile was like everything. I love that smile. So I definitely wanted to paint this one. So today we're going to focus on her beads. So we have some of them done. A few. She has some beads here. And so I started detailing these beads. So we're gonna work on just getting some details into the beads. And then we'll work on detailing the hair for the final time. But even the beads are starting to look really cool. So So that's our goal for today. I think I'm done with the skin tone. I think their skin looks pretty realistic, pretty believable. She has a hot spot on her nose right there. So I might add just some white, just like some solid white to get that spot to pop out. And I think there was like one more hot spot somewhere. Her nail, but I don't know, that's not that bright. But yeah, maybe I don't know, just one more touch of white on the tip of her nose, and that's kind of it. Yeah. Her expression is priceless. It's such a good one. So I photographed another set, and I'm actually gonna be in it. I put myself in the Whisper series. What do you think about that? So that's gonna be one. Yep. So working on beads today, and yeah. So just I don't know, slowly getting geared up to paint. I was in here just checking some memes and messages on Instagram and stuff from all my crazy friends. And we need to get some thinner together. So I let this drain out last night. So I should have some clean thinner in here a little bit, I guess. It might be time to add some more. I recycle my thinners so I don't run out as often, but occasionally I do have to add more to it. So I bought this. I brought it last year sometime. It's probably closer to the end of last year. But yeah, like one of these will last me like over a year because I try to recycle my thinner as often as possible. Because these things are not cheap at all. Jeez, you charge so much for everything. The motherfucker be like, why you charge so much for your paintings? Bitch, do you know how much thinner costs? Do you know how much a canvas costs? My supplies are getting expensive. What is this? Oh, I don't remember what that was. All right, we got some thinner. Got a clean wiping cloth. Now it's just time to paint. I actually went to the gym this morning too. I plan on skipping the gym in the morning. So I was like, I better at least work out this morning. So we already hit the gym. Had a little smoothie. I might have some more. Still trying to get some more water in this morning. And we're already in the studio painting. So this is definitely a good start to a Sunday. Definitely a good start to a Sunday. I started writing another song yesterday. So there's that as well. I'm kind of anxious to write towards it some more today. I ain't gonna lie. It should be a good one. Like I said, I take a lot of inspiration just from the title of the instrumental I listened to. And the title of this one was called Ain't No Luck. I have five canvas I need to paint. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. I haven't written any songs lately. Well, I just passed the 100 mark last week. So the song I'm writing now is song 104 of the year. 104 songs. So I've been having a lot of fun writing this year. Let's get some of that over there. All right, so for these, I do want to add some of this brown. Get some brown back on there. Not that brown though. This brown. Yeah, so now I'm really trying to wrap up the last. So I started writing another rap album, and I just want to wrap up this album maybe with like 3 more songs, and then I'll start publishing some more stuff and putting some more stuff on Spotify and iTunes and all that. Yeah, 104 songs so far. Well, 103 technically because I haven't finished the next one. But we're getting there. We all right, so we have a hook and we have the start of the first verse. We got 8 bars in it. Luck is usually 2 degrees. Preparation meets opportunity. Then you'll see nothing comes for free. What can you achieve? Move with speed. Gotta chase your goals. Be unique. Do it differently. Break the mold. When they see all your energy, they will fold. Leave them frozen. Leave the haters frozen and spin them with a pick and roll. This is a very choppy beat. I love it. It's gonna be like a heavy bass beat, and it's a really bouncy flow. So, like I say, song number 104. So we got half of the first verse. I was thinking about doing 8-bar verses because I could stop it right there, maybe. But I think I want to do 16 bars.
What if every purchase was an investment in your business? With Capital One business cards, you can redeem.
This is what I'm writing to.
Hey, yo, Trilly, you made this?
So it's gonna be really bouncy, but ain't no luck. You make your own luck, nigga. Ain't no luck when I'm on the grind and I coming up. Ain't no luck when you niggas lie and I call your bluff. Ain't no luck when these cowards die and I ain't never duck. Ain't no luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. Ain't no luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. Ain't no luck when you niggas lying and I call your bluff. Ain't no luck when you cowards dying and I never duck. Ain't no luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. Luck is usually 2 degrees. Luck is usually 2 degrees. Preparation meets opportunity. Then you see nothing comes for free. What can you achieve? Move with speed. Gotta chase your goals. Be unique. Do it differently. Gotta break the mold. When they see all your energy, they gon' wanna fold. Yeah, leave these haters roll. Spin them like a pick and roll. I'm ready to go write some shit now, man. When they see all your energy, they gonna wanna fold. Yeah, leave these haters froze, spin them like a pick and roll. Luck usually comes in 2 degrees. Preparation meets opportunity. Then you see, nothing comes for free. What can you achieve? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know, just stay ready. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. When preparation meets opportunity. I'm gonna stay ready. I'm gonna be prepared. For whatever opportunity comes across my path, you just gotta be ready to seize that moment. And some people will say, well, that's lucky. That ain't lucky, nigga. I've been waiting for this. I've been plotting and planning. I've been preparing for this shit. That nothing happens overnight. Unless you're an industry plant set up by the CIA to infiltrate the culture and try to demonize and downplay the things that are important, then that's lucky. Lucky you. I don't want that kind of luck anyway. See, I think I need to spread your channel. I think you're right. You know what? I think you're right. I can agree with you on that one. Spread the word, Blackbird. Fly, bird, fly. Like the wind itself. She said, this is the gospel. What the gospel means, the good word, right? Gotta spread the gospel about this nigga over here. This nigga, he painting. He ain't rapping. I gotta tell somebody. Hello, Margaret. You would not believe. I just sent you a link. You need to check that shit out. I just sent you a link, girl. You need to. This young man. No, I am really excited about trying to finish this song. I probably won't finish it today, but I definitely want to see if we can add a couple of more bars to it. That's a few more, a little few more bars. Because when this one is done, it's gonna be a headbanger. Bah, 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 bah. Make it a headbanger. What can you achieve? Nothing comes for free. What can you achieve? Move with speed. Gotta chase your goals. Then you see, nothing comes for free. What can you achieve? Move with speed. Gotta chase your goals. Be unique. Do it differently. Gotta break the mold. I like that part. I like that part. Be unique. Do it differently. Gotta break the mold. Get you guys up. Action. 200, but hey, I got 100 songs. I need 100 more. I need 100 more songs. I think they said Tupac had like 300 and something songs. But yeah, at the pace I'm going, by the end of next year, I should definitely have 200 songs. I mean, So this is the thing too. Like when I look at some other artists, they count songs that they didn't write completely themselves. Some artists have ghostwriters or co-writers or co-authors to a song, but they're still given credit as that's their song. And then some artists are just features on a song. They may have a small part on a song, and there may be one or two other artists on the song, or three other artists, and they're still each one is credited as that's being their song. Like, oh, I've been on this song. Like, no, my 100 songs are me, all me, every word, every bar, every concept, every idea written by me with no help from nobody else except Omizu and Laughing Girl and Windy City and Shaman, and except you guys. 'Cause you guys talk some good lines in there every once in a while, but I can't give y'all no more credit. Anyway, for the most part, I don't have like long ass segments of my song or a song that is written by somebody else or I'm performing it with somebody else. I think that's one of my biggest achievements when I look at the playlist in that way. Like, I wrote so much material like by myself. Gotta move. Oh, you're staying in the state? Are you moving out of state? Are you like moving out of the city to a different city, or is it just like a little local move? I know one of my homeboys, he moved last year, but it was just like, I think he said like 2 miles away, like and still in the same city and everything, but he just moved like a little bit away from where he was at. I'd rather do that than try to move to a different city or a different state. Oh my god, the big travel, long distances, I don't like that. Yeah, definitely a smooth transition because that's a hard job, especially if you've been settled somewhere for years and years. And as soon as you start packing, you just realize like I got a lot of fucking shit here. Got a lot of fucking shit. How did I accumulate so much stuff? Now I got to move all my stuff. And there's stuff under stuff. When you move stuff, it's like, oh shit, I forgot I even had that stuff. Now what do I do with this stuff? Now you're trying to take all the good stuff and sell all the other stuff you don't want or the stuff you don't use anymore. And it's just like shit. And then if you got a lot of stuff, you got to make sure that where you're moving at can hold all your stuff, especially the good stuff. But then you got to pick all your stuff up and then put it in the vehicles and trucks and then move it. Then you got to pick all your stuff up again and put it to man. Look, man, washing machines, couches, dressers and chessers and armoires and ottomans, and it's just like, oh, there's so much fucking stuff in here, and most of it is heavy. The fuck is this shit, man? Why do you know what? I'm just moved to fucking Barbados somewhere, build me a fucking hut out of some bamboo and some big ass leaves, and that's it. I don't need shit. So when I gotta move, I'm just taking me and my balls. Oh, you gotta move. Well, I'm ready. Where's your stuff? I don't have stuff. I have myself. Peeping on his motherfucking watchdogs, on his watchdogs time. Ooh. You moving close to your dear friend and with the love of your life This is going to be awesome. I mean, moving all your stuff is still gonna fucking suck, but when you get there and you get settled in, you get to be with the beau every day and just wake up right beside him. Man, lucky you. Lucky you. All right. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Why is that so far down there? My bad. We're all the way up here. Wilson. Mm-hmm. Little beads. Paint some little beads, you know. Something like that. A little bit. And then on to the next one. So it is meal prep Sunday. I'm gonna do smoked turkey necks, rice, and beans. And then I'm gonna do a baked chicken. And what did I say I was gonna do with the chicken? Some spinach and mac and cheese. Baked chicken, spinach, and mac and cheese, I think, will be the other dish. And for the third dish, I'm lazy this week. I don't think I'll do 3 dishes this week. I think I'm gonna do 2 and then wing it. If I get tired of eating those 2, I'll just wing it and have like a pizza or a Reuben sandwich or something like that. Make something quick and easy. Try not to have I can't have a Reuben. Try not to eat no beef this week. No red meat. Chicken, turkey, fish. Chicken, turkey, fish. Chicken, turkey, fish. All right, slap a little color in there, a smidget. We're gonna pull this over though, and then we're gonna brighten it one more time for a little. Oh, that's pull it. Okay, one more time. Let's try it. All right, and we're gonna go back with the light gray, and we're gonna pull it down. Spot, pull down like that. And spot it and pull it down. And down. Okay. I may want to a little bit like that. And we'll need to tone down this just once. Nice. That looks nice. Did I not do that? I yes, I did. I need some white. I need white right here, like this, like that, and we'll pull that down a little bit. Yeah, man, I can't see what I'm doing right there. So, oh yes, I don't know how I didn't get this one in there just now. Do that. Wendy, hey. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I might need to knock this down a little bit. Okay. So we got boom, 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 boom. Got all of those. This part here in between. So there is actually a bead in between her fingers right there. I need to, well, it's a shadow in there too. So let's go straight black. Do a little medium in there real quick. Get this black kind of slick black, like slick back. Okay, so damn it. Technically there's a rim light. So let's do a rim light first, and then we'll, so this has an edge on it. Like that, right? So that has a little rim light to it, a little lighter. In the middle part here. Like that. And then on the other side of that, it's going to be straight black. So now we're going to go, is it, I guess I'm missing a shadow too. Well, god damn it. All right, let's go here first. So we're going to put that there. A little bit of blackness. Then we're going to come along the side very gingerly. So we keep that rim shadow on the edge of that bead. Then this is going to come down and under this bead here, around her finger. And that's going to go all the way down. And that one little spot right there is where you can actually see another bead in between her hands. I mean, in between the wrong brush, between her fingers. So I want to curve this a little more. Then I'm just going to put a spot of red right there. Wipe this brush off. I'm not even going to dip it in the thinner. And I'm going to put Indian red. Yeah, let's do that. Put with Indian, I'm going to dip it in my medium. Now this Indian red is kind of stiff. Don't want no stiff paint. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Indian red. We're gonna drop it like it's hot. Right there. Just like that. And then we're gonna take a little bit of Naples yellow. Try to get this little bead, a little contrast in there. Like that. Okay, that's good enough for me. But there is a bit of a shadow that I missed, and I'm gonna do some more. No, I better use transparent orange oxide for this shadow. So do I need a rim light for that one? No. There's actually a shadow right here. I am gonna have to distinguish between that finger a little bit more. I mean that bead and the shadow then. All right, so this shadow comes down and it actually gets really dark here where it meets this shadow. Like that. But instead of a rim light, this one has a dark edge on it. Takes one is brown. It's almost already dried from yesterday. Oh my God, bro, I just put this paint on there yesterday. But I just put it on there this morning. I just put that on there just now. Why is this paint so hard? I need to get a new tube of this Van Dyke Brown. Tube I'm using is like at the bottom of the barrel paint. I should always be kind of stiff. All right, a little line like that. Nice. Gonna separate that shadow a little bit. Gonna separate that shadow from the bead just a little bit right there. Contrast, people. It's all about contrast. Let's put this here. And do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, look. I don't talk about it, I be about it. I don't look around it, I see about it. Y'all ain't heard me, man. I don't talk about it, I be about it. I don't look around it, I see about it. You do the same, PJ. You do the same. Go pack them boxes. All right, so we got, let's see, got these beads. Oh, there's some more beads on there. I've started at the bottom, but now I think I'm gonna go around and then come back down to those. So, well, I guess I might do those because for this part, I'm gonna have to drop the easel down. But since this is already level for me, I might as well do these beads right there. So I'm not dropping the easel, raising the easel, dropping the easel. So that's gonna be a dark brown and a red. Wait a minute, where am I at? No, that's not even that. So I got the two red ones, and then all three of these are just really dark. They're like, I know they're dark brown, but they almost look black right there. So that's not gonna be too hard. So what I'm gonna do is back to the inside, take a little sip of my water, and get my profile on the camera. All right, enough of that. That's some high quality H2O right there. You know what I'm saying? nourishes the body. Maybe do one of these. I wanted coffee so bad this morning, but I ain't gonna do it. Trying to get off the coffee for a minute. I think I drank too much coffee. Even though I don't drink it like every day, like when I do drink it, it's pretty fucking strong. And I put like a lot of creamer and sugar in that shit. It's just like, is any of this stuff healthy for me? You know? I keep seeing coffee alternatives, mud water and chaga tea and all this other stuff. I don't know. Does anybody else have an alternative to coffee? Wendy drinks tea all the time. I should just start drinking tea. Tea has a little bit of caffeine in it, right? Some teas, like natural caffeine. Oh, feeling stuffy a little bit too this morning. The classic Earl Grey. You can never go wrong with a little bit of Earl Grey. Now you start mixing and blending them, you know what I'm saying? Put a little ginger in that Earl Grey. Like you say, that lemon. I'll mix ginger tea with anything. Put that shit in the ginger and lemon mix, or the ginger and hibiscus mix, or ginger and Earl Grey. I don't care. I like ginger a lot. Damn, do I got some hibiscus and ginger down there? Now I want that. So tasty. Yeah, these are here. I'm just putting black on it right now. I may need to add a little more black to my palette, actually, because this is the last scoop right there. Damn it. That was the last scoop. Where you at, black? Bring your black ass here. This black motherfucker trying to hide. Please, bro. A little bit of that black. Blackity black. All right, so this one has a little brown. Perhaps it's mostly black. So I'm gonna go black here, around the edge, where these touch. And then, just like that, we'll go brown. Brown with a little bit of raw sienna, I guess. Let me add a little touch of raw sienna to that. A little more raw sienna. I might have to scoop that off and put some on there. That shit getting kind of stiff. It'll get stiff on me. I know you guys can't really see that from back there, but it's working. Whatever I'm doing is working. I don't know how it works sometimes. It just does, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got that there. Now we're going to do just a simple gray. Really simple gray. To get these two beads. A little more grayish than that. So it's on the dark side. The dark side. A little more gray. Perfect. Okay, more gray. Then a little more gray for this one. Right. We go like that. And down and around. I think I need to clean my glasses off too. Is that just, or is that just, oh no, that's not, I thought I was tripping, or is it the weed or something? Like, no, my glasses are like pretty smudgy right now. And I'm struggling over here. I should not have to struggle like that to see. You know, do I even have a lens lock up here? I doubt it. Yeah, let me find a lens cloth real quick because this is a bit annoying. All right. Yeah, those are grimy as hell. Are you supposed to clean these? I never like clean these things. I just throw them away and get another one. These are like, they say you just throw these things away, right? After a while. I guess I got to throw this one away because this one may be so oily. It's not getting the oils off the glass. Cleaning my lens, not smudging around more. I should have put some spray on it. Do I have any of that lens? I don't got shit up here. The place where I need my eyes the most, I don't have any stuff for my glasses, like my lens spray or lens cloths or cleaning cloth, the wet white thingies. Maybe I should get a pack of those and keep up here, like the wet lens cleaners. All right. I can see better now. That was crazy. All right. I feel like I need a snack. Shouldn't be eating this for breakfast, but oh well. Why does that look so funky right there? I need a hard brush. Why does this look so funky?
Ask God to save my soul and please keep me home. She asked God to save my soul and please keep me home. She prayed and she prayed and she prayed for me. She prayed and she prayed and she prayed for me. Trap house at the table. I was running them streets. I was tugging that heat while I'm ducking police. Always burning them trees. I was grinding so hard 'cause my hustle runs deep. And I still made it out 'cause my grandmother prayed and she prayed. And she prayed. And she prayed for me. She prayed, and she prayed, and she prayed for me. My life has a purpose. I know this for certain. Don't care how you worship. Don't judge any person. My passion stay burning. I'm still on my journey. Keep moving my feet. 'Cause my grandmother prayed and she prayed. And she prayed. And she prayed for me. She prayed. And she prayed. And she prayed for me. Ask God to save my soul and please keep me home. She asked God to save my soul and please keep me home. She prayed and she prayed and she prayed for me. She prayed and she prayed and she prayed for me. So baby, Trap House Entertainment. Hustle baby, hustle baby, hustle, hustle, hustle baby, hustle baby, hustle baby, hustle, hustle, hustle. All my life I've been on my grind, 'cause I wasted time. I go for mine. I was making pies and singing time, honey. On my mind, honey. On my lap, my strap, my back. Ain't loyal and they don't owe you. Please don't make them show you. Keep it brief and keep it rolling. Keep it neat. Keep trolling, keep patrolling. Hoes keep trolling, trying to block your lane and stop your motion. Show your hustle, move your muscle. Never let these haters touch you. We can tussle, but I get this money. Never let these haters touch you. We can tangle, we can tussle, but I'd rather get this money. Gotta find your groove, all about your attitude. You ain't gotta prove nothing to these dudes. Just keep blowing songs. Stay from these charms.
niggas punks, white lines in a bum. I've been on my grind, wasting time. I go for mine. Baking pies came from slinging dimes. Money on my mind, honey. On my lap, I load my strap and watch my back. Yeah. Show your hustle, move your muscle, never let these haters touch you. We can tangle, we can touch you, but I'd rather get this money. Show your hustle, move your muscle, never let these haters touch you. We can tangle, we can touch you, but I'd rather get this money. Hustle, baby, hustle, 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 baby, hustle, baby, hustle, baby, hustle, 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 baby, hustle, baby, hustle, 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 baby. Trap house, trap house. Super fly. I stay fly cause I'm the man. On my hand, on my hand. I got leather on my back, alligators on my feet, and I'm on my Mac. 7 days of the week. Pimp shit when I speak, ball shit when I talk. I'm a king when I walk, but I'm always sliding. PYT, my co-pilot. Get the ass with the lean, racking up the mileage. Make all the bitches scream and the bitch nigga silent. Super fly, I am super fly, super, super, super fly. I am super fly, super fly. I am super fly, super, super, super fly. I am super fly. All the girls, they must confess that when I dress, I look the best. I hit the strip and I impress. While all these simps stay looking stressed. All the girls, they must confess that when I dress, I look the best. I hit the strip and I impress. While all you simps stay looking stressed. I'm so cool and I'm black. Moving smooth like I'm Shaft. Dressing like I'm Dapper Dan. Your whole fit is looking trash. Hoes can't hold my cash. I can do the math. Make my paper stack until it's tall as Shaq. Never catch me slacking. Silk and linen slacks. Never catch me lacking. You can't top my fashion. Way too flashy, nothing average. Leave your ego damaged. You can't top my fashion. You can't top my fashion. All the girls, they must confess that when I dress, I look the best. I hit the strip and I impress. While all you simps stay looking stressed. All the girls, they must confess that when I dress, I look the best. I hit the strip and I impress. While all you simps stay looking stressed. Super fly, I am super fly, super, super, super fly. I am super fly, super fly. I am super fly, super, super, super fly. I am super fly. How entertaining! All right, guys. Quick suggestion. So I want to put like a few dollars towards advertising some of the music I've already put out. So like on Facebook and Instagram, like you can boost your post and kind of you just make it into a advertisement, I guess, that other people are forced to fucking see. They force people to see that shit. So I want to make a post about my music and boost that on the social medias to get more traffic just to listen to the music. Fuck. Why did I put all that white on there? What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, but which album or which set of songs should I promote first? Should I do one of the R&B albums? Should I do one of the rap albums, or should I do that Motown album? All the girls, they must confess that when I dress, I look the best. I hit the strip and I impress. Why all you simps stay looking stressed? Super fly, I am super fly, super fly. Motown, Jerry. No, even as of right, it's the first one that I released, but as of right now, like when I look at my numbers, like that album does better than everything else right now. My neighbors are outside yelling. I'm about to go look at the window and be nosy. Okay, I get it. My neighbors. I don't know. I don't like talking shit about anybody, but she yells a lot. She yells a lot. It's so funny. Can you hear them? Like, I know you guys can hear that. Sometimes it's just so loud. It's so loud. I'm like, lady, everybody knows your fucking business. Calm the fuck down. Why do you yell so loud? You don't let everybody in your fucking business. Anyway. Anyway. Ooh. Find that hilarious. It's so funny. It's so funny. And then wonder why people like that are single. Well, I'm single, so I can't talk shit about single people. I can't talk shit about nobody. But we all have our different reasons. I'm almost certain that's like one of the reasons. Like you yell all the time. Nobody wants to hear that shit all the fucking time, bro. I'm upstairs on the third floor and I can still hear you with she had her door closed. The door was closed to her house. You could just hear her through the walls. I'm like, what the fuck? I can hear you through your walls, ma'am. Ma'am. That's why I need to get me some acreage. I need some acreage so I can just not have fucking neighbors. But I want it like right outside of the city limit so I don't have to like raise chickens either. I don't want to raise chickens, but I don't want neighbors. In that kind of zone. Where can I move where I'm like just 10 minutes outside the city limits? 10 to 15 minutes outside the city limits, tucked away in a little back corner of the woods somewhere. About 5. I was gonna need about 5 acres. I can put my house, on an acre, and they have 4 acres on each side of my property. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't come around my shit. Yeah, I might have to boost that Motown album. Definitely. Even the cover image is pretty cool looking. Okay, so with a post like that, I can't share a link. But who's tech? Whoa, with the back-to-back text messaging on a Sunday morning. Y'all niggas don't know what I'm doing. I could be in church right now. You know what I'm saying? I could be in church right now praising the Lord. And you just texting my phone all willy-nilly on a Sunday morning. People don't know what I be doing on Sunday mornings. You know what I'm saying? I could be in the middle of my testimony right now, thanking God for bringing me through another day, telling everybody all my woes, but how I don't claim them, because the Lord is my shepherd, you know? And you just texting my phone on any given Sunday. I don't appreciate it. On any given Sunday, you just hit me up like that with the back-to-back text me. Why was 2 text messages? Why you ain't put everything in one text message? Is the question I be having sometimes. I had to tell somebody that too, and they told me I'm being rude. But you don't gotta be rude. Motherfucker, you send each sentence as its own text message. Why? Well, so people don't feel like they're reading the whole novel. Bitch, I'd rather read everything in one fucking message than keep hearing my phone chime like 30 times. Hey, text message. What are you doing? Text message. Are you off work yet? Text message. Are we still gonna hang out? Text. I'm like, whoa. Bitch, you could have said all that in one message. That was one text message. Why are you so rude? That's being rude? What the hell? I don't know what people's idea of rude is. I guess I am rude. This braid is actually casting a bit of a shadow here on her cheek. There's a bit of a shadow there, you know, and it does kind of goes to right here, basically. Okay. Time is it? It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and we're right at an hour and a half. I say my main focus for this entire session is the beads and the, well, I'm doing parts of the hair now. I've told myself I was just going to paint the beads, but in lieu of lowering my easel to reach the top beads, I just decided to continue to paint in this area since it's right in front of me. And these braids are like super straight on the side. I don't know why I made the braid so straight. I did it for a reason. I just can't remember why initially I did that. Okay, guys, I gotta take a bathroom break real quick too. Because it's that time, because I've been drinking water all morning. Like I said, I went to the gym. I already had a whole bottle of water at the gym, and then I drank a bottle of water in here. And so, yeah. Sheesh.
Hey, Trilly, can you make this?
Stop throwing away your workwear month after month and make the switch to gear that's built to work and made 100% right here in the USA. Because you deserve something that lasts.
Prints everything to get your brand in front of your fans, like t-shirts, water bottles, and totes, so everyone can gift it, work in it, and take it. Whether it's one of a kind or one for your whole team, if you need it, we print it. Print everything for your business at Vistaprint.com.
What happened to my music? That beat was supposed to be on repeat. What the hell going on? Okay. Beads and braids, beads and braids. Beads and braids, beads and braids, beads and braids. Close. Recycle.
Hey, Trilly, can you make this?
My cousin just sent me some comedy shit.
I have progressive views, but that doesn't mean I'm a good person. Liberals make that mistake sometimes. I have a more conservative friend, and he has views that really, he's one of those guys, and we all know those guys, who's like, you see this article? No, a trans woman played volleyball, made a little girl explode. And I can't stand that shit, because the kind of guys that complain about trans women playing women's sports are the same kind of guys that look guys like me in high school. You run like a girl, you throw like a girl, and now they're mad because some of us followed through. But I will say, in his defense, he is a wonderful human being, better than I could ever imagine being. I'll tell you a story. Once, me and my conservative friend, we were walking down the street in New York City. In front of us was walking a woman in very high heels. As far as I could tell, she was trans. Now, at some point, this woman, she tripped on her right heel. She fell into the street right as a bus was approaching. And my conservative friend ran into the street, scooped her up just in the nick of time, helped her on her feet, sent her about her way, and then he turned to me and was like, that's why men shouldn't wear heels. It was a lot of things all at once. And I want to be clear, I didn't think it's a shitty thing to do. But if I had been alone, I would have been like, oh no, she's dead.
My cousin has a good sense of humor. That's why men shouldn't wear heels. I'm fucking dying over here. But if I was alone, oh no, she's dead. Like that's the he's the kind of guy who made fun of us in high school. We were like, you throw like a girl, you run like a girl. Don't get mad when we follow through. So much truth. So much truth in here. Very touchy subject. Very touchy subject. But that's funny. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That is funny. Man, I cut grass last night, or yesterday, rather, and I tried to trim back some of the fucking shrubbery around the bushes, but yo, the mosquitoes was getting to me so bad. And now my mosquito bite is itching again. Shit. Oh, man. Yo, there were so many mosquitoes out there. I'm like, what the fuck? Literally stopped trimming because there were so many mosquitoes. I'm like, I'm not cutting all this shit down. Not today. You know what? I'll wait till it's cold and y'all motherfuckers die. And then I'll come out here and trim that shit. Every time I shake a limb, it was just like, oh shit, man. I thought y'all motherfuckers was gone already. Nah, they was out there eating me the fuck up. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. There was something like that with them beads. Beads and braids, painting beads and braids. Beads and braids, painting beads and braids. Okay, something like that, I guess. You know, a little something, a little something like that. A little something. Why didn't I square that away? What's going on here? And why is it so wavy? Should I? Okay, so I guess I intended on painting that all black, apparently. Just beat the hell out of it. All right, so we're gonna go straight black. Blackety black. Behind every strong black man is the police. No. Probable cause. No. Other slower white man. No. Behind every strong black man is a strong black woman. Oh shit. The police? No. I'm gonna fuck that fingernail up with that. I need the little line brush. I'm not trying to go back over that fingernail at all. So let me get a little teenier brush. This brush is good, but it is starting to fray out a little bit. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not like I'm trying to do anything, people. It's not like I'm trying to do anything here this morning. You know, I'm just twiddling my thumbs. Damn, this fool can't even whistle. Get right around that pinky nail. Mm-hmm. Tiny brush gang in this motherfucker, boy. These details ain't for resale. Try to get my shit retail. Tiny brush gang here. Tiny brush. Because I'm not touching the pinky. Balling. You know what I'm saying? Detail central. Mm-hmm. That's how I like to see it. Smooth. Smooth. Mm-hmm. He's a smooth operator. It's probably my cousin texting me again. Yo. I'm that guy. Yeah. And I'm coming up, it ain't luck when you niggas lie and you can your bluff. It ain't luck when you in the ground and I never duck. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. It ain't luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. It ain't luck when you niggas lying and I call your bluff. It ain't luck when you in the grind and what it say? Oh, when you cowards dying. It ain't luck when you cowards dying and I never duck. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. It ain't luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. It ain't luck when you niggas lying and I call your bluff. It ain't luck when you cowards dying and I'm stuck. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. It ain't luck when I'm dying and I call your bluff. It ain't luck when you cowards dying and I never duck. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. It ain't luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. It ain't luck when you niggas lying and I call your bluff. It ain't luck when you cowards dying and I never duck. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't. Okay, we got that one. Bang, 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 bang. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck. It ain't luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. It ain't luck when you cowards dying and I never duck. It ain't luck when you dying and I call your bluff. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and you niggas stuck. It ain't luck when I'm on the grind and I'm coming up. It ain't luck when you niggas dying. It ain't luck when you niggas lying and I call your bluff. It ain't luck when you cowards dying and I never duck. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise and I'm coming up.
Hey, yo, Trilly, can you make this?
All my braids are so has so many straight lines. I gotta add like the braid bump in there, I guess. Like this line right here is way too straight. But I don't like that brush right there. Let me try this brush. Why does this feel so tedious? looks a little more braid like. Braids aren't normally just straight. They always have like the braid bump or whatever. I don't know. Okay, that looks better to me.
Yeah. It ain't luck, it ain't luck, it ain't luck, it ain't luck, it ain't luck when I'm on the grind. It ain't luck when you niggas lying. It ain't luck when you cowards dying. It ain't luck when I'm on the rise. Usually 2 degrees, preparation meets opportunity. Then you see nothing comes for free. What can you achieve?
Hey, Trilly, can you make this?
Luck is usually 2 degrees. It's usually 2 degrees.
Hey, Trilly, can you make this?
Luck is usually 2 degrees. Luck is usually 2 degrees. Opportunity meets. Opportunity, then you see nothing comes for free. What can you achieve? You with speed, gotta chase your goals, beat. Differently, gotta break the mold. Yeah, gotta break the mold. They gon' wanna fold. Roll spinning like a paper roll. Spinning like a paper roll.
Hey, Trilly, can you make this?
And this beat's so fucking short.
Hey, Trilly, can you make this? yo, Trilly, can you make this?
All right, I might got a bar. Hold
Hey, yo, Trilly, can you make this?
on. She said, "Lyric time."
Hey, yo, Trilly, can you make this? Hey, yo, Trilly, can you make this?
Cash Money taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
Hey, yo, Trilly, can you make this?
Give me 1 minute, guys.
Hey, yo, Trilly, you made this?
Is that the best? That's the result of. Hey, 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 hey. Now we're gonna try to make some fire for this one right here. It's gonna be gangster, but still have like a message to it. I'm trying to get a message in there. I really am. I promise. I don't want this to. I mean, the beat is just like super bassy. That bass bounce. Oh man, I love it. I do want to like say something. So, and I said I was gonna write like an R&B song or a rock song with like fewer lyrics and just to get through a song a little faster. But no, I came across this beat. I was like, oh, I guess we're writing another rap song then. Like I say, the title was already there. Ain't no luck. So I started thinking, like, yeah, you make your own luck, really. Some people, there are some instances where you can say, oh, that person was lucky. For the most part, you can just make your own luck. When preparation meets opportunity. I love that saying. I use it a lot. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I like that. So that kind of goes on the theme of luck a little bit. So I figured, hey, I can play off of that. Let me write a song about making your own luck, I guess, or not, defining luck in a different way other than just, oh, some random cool event happened to you precisely at the moment you needed it to. Might have to go do something about breakfast. Might have to do something about a little bit of breakfast, I honestly could go for a bowl of cereal right now. I don't even need nothing big. Go for a bowl of cereal. I think that's what I might do. Mm-mm. You have RFK looking at me all funny. You know that's poison, man, but the shit tastes good, bro. You know we brainwashed to this shit. Don't call me out about the poison when you know I'm already conditioned to eat this shit. I've been conditioned to eat poison. They call it soft kill tactics, man. Soft kill. Well, how do you keep a population under control? I ain't just make them kill themselves. How do you do that? Well, let's put it in the food. Put it in the water, put it in the air, put it in the medicine. Yeah, but they're gonna know. Yeah, they're gonna know, but they're not gonna care. Because they're gonna read the ingredients on this stuff, on all the processed, homogenized, freeze dried, shrink wrap food. They can read the ingredients right there and know that it's not healthy for them, but they're not gonna care. They're gonna eat it anyway. Soft kill tactics, bro. Soft kill. Let them do it to themselves. Let them do it to themselves. They're just useless eaters. We don't need all of these people. We don't need all of these people. And plus, if we allow them to slowly poison their bodies, then that adds to the pharmaceutical company even more because we can just keep giving them bandages and bandages for all the issues that we're causing through the food. This is a perfect cycle, bro. Don't fuck it up, man. Don't fuck this up and stop asking so many questions. You know, just eat the cereal, man. Drink the soda pop. Have the potato chips. You know, the potato chips are delicious. You want another bag? We'll give you 2 bags for the price of one. Only this time. It's on sale. This is a special. So now that we got Oreos 2 for 1 and potato chips 2 for 1, you have to buy both of them. You just got to, right? Because they're delicious. So good, right? Blackbird. Hey. That's why we like to cook around here as much as we possibly can. I like a lot of snacks too. I definitely got to lower my snack intake a little bit. A little bit. You know, I could definitely do better with snacks. Somebody doing some yard work. All right, I'm gonna tighten up this bead, and then I think I'm gonna go fix a bowl of cereal. So we can have some kind of breakfast, but I'm gonna eat up here. So, because if I stop, if I end the stream, I'm playing video games, and y'all already know how that shit goes. You know, I get sucked into that shit for fucking hours. I'm really thinking about starting a new game today. I might not. Because like if I start a new game, fuck, bro, then that's half the day shot right there. If I play a game I've already played a little bit, it's easy for me to turn that shit off. Like, all right, I've had enough. I'm done. Let's move on. Especially I was playing Call of Duty yesterday. And I ain't been on that game in a while like that. And they got new maps. It's like, damn, man, I was getting my ass bust. Like it felt like I was a noob all over again. That shit was embarrassing. And then that shit made me not want to play. So it's easier to get off the game like that. But a brand new game that I ain't never played before, oh man. I turn around, it'd be 4 hours later. Like, wait a minute, I just started the game like 30 minutes ago. No, my guy. That was 4 hours ago you started this game. It's like, shit. I gotta go be an adult somewhere. Man. And there's a Twitch notification. See? It's just the game gods are just telling me. It's game time, buddy. Swear to God, talking about video games and then get a Twitch notification. You already know what time it is. I did put Helldivers back on my... So there's a demo that I downloaded that I haven't played this demo game. And then I put Helldivers back on my console. And I downloaded an old game, but new to me. All right, I think those beads right there. I don't know. It feels like it should be lighter in the middle here somehow, or am I not doing right? Maybe here, like that. I guess that's how it looks. I'm gonna feather that in a little bit though. Let me hit it with the. Why is that so dark? Is there paint on there? It is. Shit. Didn't realize that first had paint on it. Something like that. All right. Arizona Sunshine, the zombie game, yo, that is crazy. And with the 3D too, I don't know, man. I played one of the Resident Evil games in 3D. I mean, in the VR, and it was too scary for me. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish playing that game in VR. I ain't even gonna lie. Like the zombies was like, I was like, okay, my anxiety is too high for this shit. Way too high.
Hey, yo, Trinity, you made this?
Dropouts on the time. Shout out to Prodigy of my day. HNIC. YB. Rest in peace, OG. I'm a real gangster, y'all role play. I'm a real killer. OJ, sipping gin and juice, and we don't play. Live my life in 4K, and it's okay when the hoes say they don't say, cause they realize that I don't chase nothing but them big bags. Always going on some big gas, squeezing on some thick gas in the Lexus, and I skip fast, you get skipped past, cause your shit trash and my shit slack. If the price is right, you get kidnapped. Extortion, I'm flaming hot and I'm scorching. I put a heat and I torch him. Try to kill a kid like abortion. YBE, I'ma go get her. Burn you coming like gold peppers. I'm chasing though, you a hoe catcher. It's a blood sport, should've known better. YBE, I'ma go get her. Burn you coming like gold peppers. I'm chasing though, you a hoe catcher. It's a blood sport, should've known better. Horsepower, like a Porsche. You get fucked over like intercourse. I'm the plug in, to the source. I can break it hard, I can ship it soft. Then I go see someone proceed. Stock option like Pelosi. I'm an OG, I blow green. I ain't never sip no codeine. I'm amazed by all these doping. I'm trying to eat, I need protein. And the protein, that's so mean. We won't quit by no means. You get nosebleed if you act up. Get manhandled and back up. You get ran over and backed up. Stop playing games, get your racks up. YBE, I'ma go get her. Burn you coming like gold peppers. I'm chasing though, you a hoe catcher. It's a blood sport, should've known better. YBE, I'ma go get her. Burn you coming like gold peppers. I'm chasing though, you a hoe catcher. It's a blood sport, should've known better. It's a blood sport, should've known better. It's a blood sport, should've known better.
Trap House Entertainment.
We don't trust the government, conspiracy, corruption, shit, the lies, we had enough of it. Always had to shuffle shit, but this a new day. Let me shuffle it, I take a couple puffs, then it's back to the mothership. We don't trust the government, conspiracy, corruption, shit, the lies, we had enough of it. Always had to shuffle shit, but this a new day. Let me shuffle it, I take a couple puffs, then it's back to the mothership. D-State, been putting niggas on t-shirts, assassinated Charlie Kirk, now we on a high alert. Watch it how the shadows work, guess we ain't got the First Amendment. Politics became a new religion. They tried to end them, but they made them martyr when they killed them. Can't avoid the contradictions. Lost faith in the system, now they gotta face the consequences. Never trust a politician, speaking from my opposition. They gon' lie to hide their crimes, and that's the bottom line. Adrenochrome, drinking blood, kids getting sodomized. The rest of them shooting up schools like it's Columbine and 949. Gon' leave us both blind, but I'd rather take that risk before you play me like a bitch. Cause I'ma use a second instant.
World leaders from roughly 190 countries gathered together in September for the general debate of the United Nations General Assembly. Now, there are many problems with the UN. I'll be talking about them today. But one of the good things about the UN is it's really the only international platform where pretty much every country on earth is at least given a voice. And this year, many world leaders condemned the United States and Israel for carrying out crimes against humanity in Gaza. And many world leaders expressed support for the Palestinian people while condemning Western colonialism and imperialism. Here are a few brief clips.
Nothing, absolutely nothing justifies the ongoing genocide in Gaza.
And first and foremost, we need to stop the genocide in Gaza. Humanity cannot allow a single day or more of this genocide. No, what we need is a powerful army of countries that do not accept genocide. That is why I invite nations of the world and their peoples, most importantly, to bring together weapons and armies and to defend Palestine.
We condemn the state of Israel, just as we have condemned and do condemn the policies and practices of the other colonial, imperial, neo-colonial, and fascist powers.
We must reject the threatening proposal of a new doctrine.
But all these countries know that shit, like you said, we need to bring together more countries to make a bigger army, because yeah, nigga, America's army is crazy. And Americans are crazy. So if y'all want to stop this shit, y'all better band together. But at the same time, now so many people are scrutinizing this shit. Like, do we want to save our moral face, or just say fucking it and keep going along with this shit, yo? Even I don't see why most Americans aren't even in an uproar. Like, yo, stop the fucking killing of these people, yo.
that they call peace through strength, which is equivalent to imposing the arbitrary will of US imperialism on everyone through threat, coercion, and aggression.
This is a truly open world vampire mobile game. At the start, you find yourself in a graveyard, awakening.
In fact, when Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke at the UN General Assembly, there was a mass protest inside the hall in the UN headquarters in New York City, and the diplomatic representatives of dozens of countries walked out in protest while chanting and shouting "boo." Now, this is extremely rare at the UN. This shows how isolated Israel is on the international stage. The vast majority of countries around the world oppose the colonial Israeli regime and the genocide it's carrying out in Gaza with the full support of the United States. And in fact, the International Criminal Court, the ICC, has issued an outstanding arrest warrant for Netanyahu, formally charging him with committing crimes against humanity in Gaza. But the US government has invited Netanyahu repeatedly to come to the US. And in fact, the Donald Trump administration imposed sanctions on the International Criminal Court, attacking the ICC for daring to take action against a genocidal US ally. So it's so clear today that the US and Israel are rogue states that are waging a full frontal assault on international law, trying to destroy multilateral institutions, and they're completely isolated on the international stage. And we symbolically saw that in the massive walkout at the UN when Netanyahu spoke. Those diplomats who were walking out in protest represent the voices of the global majority. Now, unfortunately, those voices are often ignored because the UN is dominated by the United States and its Western allies, and power is concentrated in the Security Council, where the United States has abused its veto to prevent the world from taking any actions it doesn't like. So, for instance, the US vetoed a resolution in the Security Council that called for Palestine to be admitted as a full member of the United Nations. That was in 2024, back when Joe Biden was president. This is completely bipartisan. And then a few weeks later, there was a vote in the UN General Assembly, and 3/4 of UN member states voted to admit Palestine as a full member. There are 193 UN member states. 143 voted in support. Only 9 out of 193 countries voted against admitting Palestine. That is less than 5%. But of course, it was the United States and its loyal allies and vassals that opposed giving equal rights to Palestinians. So again, this is a good symbol of the problems with the UN, which I'll be talking about today, especially in regard to Palestine. But what's unique about the general debate of the UN General Assembly, which is held every year, is you can hear the perspective of pretty much all countries on Earth. And we can hear what these world leaders think are important issues that we should be discussing. And many of these issues are ignored by the Western corporate media. You know, if you only listen to the Western press, you're never going to understand what is the perspective of countries that are constantly being attacked by the United States, like Venezuela or Cuba. These are countries that have been under illegal US sanctions for decades. The US government has obsessively tried to overthrow their governments, backing coup attempts and regime change operations and color revolutions. Well, today I'm going to look at highlights from some of the speeches that were given by these world leaders at the UN General Assembly, who are often ignored by the Western corporate media. And in these speeches, you can hear how some world leaders are standing up to the United States and Israel and supporting Palestine, speaking out against the crimes against humanity which are being carried out by the US and Israel in Gaza. This was a major issue that was discussed by dozens of leaders in the speeches they gave this year, 2025, in the UN General Assembly. In particular, today, I'm going to be focusing on leaders from Latin America who have been standing up to the US empire as the US is bombing Venezuelan ships, killing Venezuelans without any charges, without due process. The US is trying to suffocate the economy of Cuba and backing coup attempts in many countries in Latin America. Well, meanwhile, the leaders of these countries are standing up on the world stage and pushing back against the US empire. Start by playing a clip here from the opening of the speech given by Cuba's foreign minister, Bruno Rodriguez, and he opened his speech by expressing solidarity with Palestine and condemning the US-Israeli genocide.
This is the fastest way to create t-shirt designs. That's it. When it comes to creating designs for your t-shirt or apparel store, it can be hard to start from scratch. And that's why
in Gaza,
as we meet here, 2.2 million human beings in Gaza are condemned to hunger by the genocidal extermination and ethnic cleansing actions of the Zionist regime, which enjoys the military and financial supplies and the impunity guaranteed by the government of the United States. On behalf of the government and people of Cuba, I reiterate our firmest solidarity with the Palestinian people and with their just cause for freedom, independence, and an end to the Zionist occupation. If the Security Council proves itself impotent because of the veto that the United States wields or threatens to wield, and is incapable of adopting effective measures to halt the barbarity, then this General Assembly has the duty and the capacity to put forward concrete measures without delay.
As you could hear there, Cuba's foreign minister pointed out that the United States has repeatedly used its veto in the UN Security Council to unilaterally block all resolutions that call for peace and a ceasefire in Gaza. The US has used its veto 6 times to stop Gaza peace resolutions in the past 2 years, since October 2023. That was 4 vetoes in the Biden administration and now 2 vetoes in the Trump administration. This issue was also raised by Brazil's president, Lula da Silva. He condemned the Israeli genocide in Gaza. He criticized the US for using its veto power to prevent Palestine from becoming a member state of the UN. And Lula emphasized that the US and Israel are destroying international humanitarian law, and the myth of the ethical exceptionalism of the West is buried under the rubble in Gaza, he said. Listen here.
Nothing, absolutely nothing, justifies the ongoing genocide in Gaza. There, under tons of rubble, are buried tens of thousands of innocent women and children. There, we can see that international humanitarian law and the myth of ethical exceptionalism of the West are also being buried there.
This was also a theme that was emphasized by Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro, and his speech was especially powerful. Petro condemned Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as a genocidal war criminal, and he criticized the US and Israel for attacking the International Court of Justice at The Hague. And he emphasized that the US and Israel have been violating the decisions of the ICJ. Colombia's president said that the US and NATO are killing international democracy, they are imposing totalitarianism, and the US and Israel are killing Palestinian children every single day. And Petro called for an international coalition to intervene in Gaza to stop the US-Israeli genocide. Listen to these very powerful remarks here from the president of Colombia, which has historically been the closest US ally in Latin America. Colombia was dominated for decades by right-wing oligarchic leaders who were pro-US. Petro is the first ever left-wing leader of Colombia, and this is part of his powerful speech.
And first and foremost, we need to stop the genocide in Gaza. Humanity cannot allow a single day or more of this genocide, or for the genocidal Netanyahu and his allies in Europe and the United States to continue. The United Nations must uphold the decisions of the International Court of Justice. International law is the basis of civilization and of its wisdom as distilled in history, and it must make sure that the decisions of international justice are implemented, are applied. Diplomacy has been tried in Gaza. It could not resolve the situation. When every single day, every single minute, a missile is fired and destroys the bodies of babies and children in the Arab state of Palestine. Every day, there are decisions, resolutions that are vetoed in the Security Council. Every day, more and more children die. More and more bombs, more and more dead. Can we stop the genocide with a vote of the General Assembly? Yes, that's what we should do rather than a vote in the Security Council, because that is veto. United for Peace for Palestine. We should establish a peacekeeping force to protect. No, what we need is a powerful army of countries that do not accept genocide. That is why I invite nations of the world and their peoples, most importantly, as a integral part of humanity, to bring together weapons and armies and to defend Palestine. I invite the armies of Asia and the great Slavic people who defeated Hitler and the Latin American people of Bolivar, Garibaldi and others. I think there's enough, we've had enough words. Today, the time has come to use the slogan of Bolivar, freedom or death, because Washington and NATO are killing democracy. And they are spreading totalitarianism at the global level. The United States no longer teach democracy, but rather kill democracy, especially among its immigrants, filled with greed. The UN should begin its change by stopping the genocide in Gaza with a army of liberation and salvation. And there should be a decision here taken in the General Assembly without any veto.
Similar comments were made by the representative from Nicaragua and its revolutionary Sandinista government. This is the foreign minister, Denis Moncada, who condemns Israel and points out that Nicaragua has always condemned colonialism, imperialism, and fascism, pointing out that Israel is following exactly in those same footsteps.
We reiterate our historical and permanent condemnation of the genocide, the barbaric policy of denial of the Palestinian people. We condemn all the savage, brutal massacres that are perpetrated and spreading in clear view with the complacency of the entire world. We condemn the state of Israel, just as we have condemned and do condemn the policies and practices of the other colonial, imperial, neo-colonial, and fascist powers.
The whole world of mining with just a tap on your phone? Go Mining is your way. Anyone can start in just a few clicks. Sign up today. Choose the power and energy efficiency, tap Create, and boom, you're mining. So what are you waiting for? Join over 3 million users around the world and
Venezuela also expressed its solidarity with Palestine and condemned the U.S. war of aggression against Iran. This is Venezuela's Foreign Minister, Ivan Gil.
We stand in solidarity with the heroic people of Palestine, and we call for the end of the genocide waged by Israel's Zionist regime. We condemn attacks against the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Now, as world leaders condemn the U.S.-sponsored Israeli genocide in Gaza, another major theme they repeated is that the United States is increasingly fascist. And in fact, Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro, openly compared the U.S. government to Nazi Germany and referred to Trump as the new Hitler. Listen here.
The old societies of Europe are collapsing and the United States is applauding its new Hitler. Germany, the country of great philosophers, became prey of irrationalism in 1933, and today it's this country that is becoming irrational. Migration is simply an excuse so that a rich society, rich, white, and racist, believes itself to be the superior race and does not realizing that its leaders are leading it to the abyss, to its own distinction, together with the rest of humanity.
Now, in response to the Colombian president's comments, the U.S. government imposed sanctions on Petro and revoked his visa, so he can no longer go back to the U.S. to speak in the United Nations, which, by the way, it's completely absurd that the U.S. hosts the headquarters of the United Nations. The U.S. is the biggest rogue regime on earth. Washington violates international law more than every other country, and yet the U.S. hosts the UN. It's a complete farce. And here we can see how the U.S. weaponizes access to the UN and punishes foreign leaders it doesn't like by preventing them from going to the UN. Petro's response to the U.S. sanctions, he said, "I don't care." He said it's too important to speak out against U.S. fascism and the genocide being carried out in Gaza. And he doubled down, and in a rally, he called once again for an international coalition to intervene in Gaza to stop the U.S.-Israeli genocide. But it wasn't just Gustavo Petro who condemned U.S. imperialism and compared the U.S. to Nazi Germany. Venezuela's foreign minister, Iván Gil, also compared the U.S. to Nazi Germany, and he warned that this year is the 80th anniversary of the United Nations, and the new Hitlers in the West, the United States and its imperialist allies, are trying to destroy the UN because despite all of the many problems with the UN, despite its faults, it still is one of the only international multilateral organization that gives a voice to countries like Venezuela, like Colombia, like Cuba, while the US is trying to crush these countries. So listen to these comments here from Venezuela as the US is attacking Venezuela.
We here reaffirm our total commitment to the group of friends in defense of the Charter of the United Nations. That group comprises governments that seek to rescue the system of the United Nations that is now on a dangerous path of decline, which may dangerously culminate in the extinction of the United Nations. The Nazis of today, just like the Nazis of Hitler yesterday, are working to destroy the United Nations. We are striving to restore its dignity and to make it ever.
Coach of the year right here, baby!
If the Eagles listen to me, they'll win everything.
Cowboys all day Jets. Jets don't stand a chance.
Let's go! This is our year!
Eagles, Jets, Cowboys, everyone's talking, but only Kalshi counts it.
Kalshi! Kalshi!
Kalshi knows what's next.
Nicaragua's revolutionary Sandinista government not only condemned Western imperialism, but also said that the peoples of the Global South deserve compensation and reparations after the centuries of colonialism and wars and theft by the US-led West. Nicaragua pointed out that the Western capitalist countries, they became rich by exploiting the Global South and colonizing the Global South. Listen to his powerful comments here.
Compensation and reparations to those who have endured and suffered the misfortunes and evils brought about by selfishness and the greed of colonialism, imperialism, racism, and all of the abominable, disgraceful forms of oppression, discrimination, slavery, and denial of our condition and quality as human beings. As peoples aggrieved by xenophobic discrimination and barbarism, we hereby denounce the plundering and looting of what is ours. We denounce the brutality and complete lack of compassion with which we have been and are still treated by countries whose wealth is built on looting our wealth.
Cuba's foreign minister, Bruno Rodriguez, made similar comments about how the US empire is continuing to threaten countries around the world to try to maintain its unipolar order of US global domination. However, unipolarity is in decline. The world is more multipolar, and this explains why the Trump administration is preaching this new imperialist doctrine of peace through strength. Listen here.
We must reject the threatening proposal of a new doctrine that they call peace through strength, which is equivalent to imposing the arbitrary will of US imperialism on everyone through threat, coercion, and aggression. This is a doctrine conceived to satisfy the ambitions of a unipolar power already in decline, which, by the way, serves the interests of big transnational corporations at the cost of sovereign nations and their peoples.
Major theme brought up by many countries in the global south was how debt is being used by the United States and particularly by Wall Street as a new form of colonialism. Many poor countries in Latin America and Africa are trapped in debt that is ultimately unpayable, and it is owed to rich investors and vulture funds on Wall Street and also in the city of London. And Cuba's foreign minister condemned this as a new form of colonialism.
The external debt of developing countries, already paid several times over, continues to grow, accumulating astronomical interest as a new form of colonization.
Colombia's President Gustavo Petro also characterized these debt traps that the global south has been trapped in by the United States and Wall Street and London as a new form of colonialism. And he said that there should be debt swaps so the global south countries can pursue green technology and renewable energy, and so the world can transition away from fossil fuels. And Western imperialist countries owe this climate debt to the global south. So the global south's debt should be forgiven in return as part of this swap. And Petro also pointed out that it's completely absurd expecting all of these global south countries to pay all of this debt owed to Wall Street. It's never going to be paid. Instead, the United States is going to cook the planet before that debt is ever paid. You know, Donald Trump is boasting of how the U.S. is the #1 oil and gas producer in the world. And his slogan is drill, baby, drill. He's giving big oil corporations a complete green light to massively expand production while shutting down all green energy. Gustavo Petro pointed out how ridiculously hypocritical this is.
The debt of the poorest countries must be forgiven. There should be swaps, debt swaps for adaptation and mitigation and investment in the climate crisis. So people from the United States and those from Wall Street, from London, you want to collect the interest payments from the debt of our countries. What you will find eventually is cemeteries, because we'll be dead. The money will be useless in the midst of all the cemeteries.
Colombia's President Petro also pointed out that Donald Trump, the world's most powerful person, does not believe in science. In fact, Trump gave a crazy speech at the UN where he spent several minutes attacking other countries and boasting of how the US is the greatest country ever, supposedly, and just spewing lies nonstop. Listen to these comments here from Colombia's president, who calls out Trump for being a completely ignorant maniac who's destroying the planet.
That is what science tells us. But here people don't believe in science. The most powerful man in the world does not believe in science. That is the irrationality.
Another important issue that was repeatedly mentioned at the UN General Assembly debate was the US attacks on Venezuela. The Donald Trump administration is launching another coup attempt in Venezuela, and Venezuela's foreign minister, Iván Gil, discussed the nonstop US aggression against Venezuela, how the US has been desperate to overthrow the revolution, the Bolivarian revolution launched by Venezuela's previous president, Hugo Chavez, and continued by Venezuela's current president, Nicolás Maduro. Here he summarizes how the US has been waging a nonstop war against Venezuela.
Secret Greens has 75 secret ingredients to help you escape the matrix. Hold up, another overhyped greens brand at Transparent Labs. There's no secret about what's in it.
global public opinion and the peoples of the world are acutely aware of everything done by the United States government to topple Commander Chavez and everything it did to lay waste to the historic project of liberation that's been supported and given new mandates time and time again by the Venezuelan people in 32 elections. With the passing of President Chavez, the people in myriad electoral and political events have reaffirmed their staunch support for the historic Venezuelan emancipation project, which is now in the hands of President Nicolas Maduro. It is also widely documented and known to all that war has been waged upon us in myriad forms. There is the criminal aggression that in the last decade has been waged against Venezuela to allow external powers to get their hands on Venezuela's natural resources and usher in a so-called regime change. There have been countless aggressions, Madam President, against Venezuela in recent years, actions seeking to destabilize the nation, plots, conspiracies. These included an assassination attempt using drones. There's been the economic war, whose most cruel form has been the 1,042 sanctions that are criminally imposed upon our oil industry and the productive sectors of our nation. We've also seen several incursions using mercenaries. In addition to all of the above, now we have an absolutely illegal and completely immoral military threat hanging over our heads. That threat is a violation of the United Nations Charter, as well as of the rights of Venezuela as a sovereign state.
Venezuela's foreign minister also emphasized that what the U.S. is trying to do with this regime change is to steal Venezuela's oil and natural gas.
This attempt to bring war to the Caribbean and South America in order to usher in a regime change, which will allow external powers to rob the immeasurable oil and gas wealth of Venezuela.
The U.S. government has surrounded Venezuela with thousands of troops and warships, and the U.S. has repeatedly bombed Venezuelan boats, killing dozens of Venezuelans without charge, without trial, on completely bogus, fabricated accusations. Venezuela's foreign minister also compared the U.S. war on Venezuela to the previous U.S. wars on Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and now Iran. And he pointed out the U.S. government has spread lies in order to justify these illegal wars of aggression. Like, for instance, the CIA falsely claimed that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction in order to justify the illegal U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003. And today, Venezuela pointed out that the latest lie, the latest version of the WMD's myth, is that supposedly Venezuela is run by cartels. And the Trump administration absurdly claims that supposedly it's trying to stop drug trafficking, which is not at all true. This is just the nonsensical excuse that Trump is using to justify waging war on Venezuela.
In these early decades of the 21st century, we have seen false and tasteless justifications invoked to invade our sisterly country, Iraq. We have witnessed the bombing and destruction of Libya and the 20-year invasion of Afghanistan. A short while ago, we saw the criminal and cunning bombing of the peaceful Islamic Republic of Iran. Today, the target of this aggression is now Venezuela, a peaceful country built on solidarity. In view of the fact that Venezuela cannot be accused of having weapons of mass destruction or nuclear weapons, today unbecoming and perverse lies are being leveled against us that no one believes. No one in the United States believes them, or in the world as a whole.
Cuba's foreign minister also warned about the danger of the U.S. war on Venezuela, and he emphasized the Trump administration's execution of Venezuelans without any trial on bogus accusations with no evidence. This is a blatant violation of international law, and the world should be condemning the U.S. for waging yet another war of aggression.
In the Caribbean, today we're seeing the looming threat of war with an extraordinary naval and air deployment of an offensive nature, utterly unjustified, involving missiles, landing an assault craft, and nuclear submarines. Test missiles with nuclear capacity are being launched. The United States brandishes the pretext of fighting crime and drug trafficking. This is a tale which no one in this chamber believes. The attack and destruction of unidentified boats, the assassination or extrajudicial execution of civilians, the interception of fishing vessels, and aggressive actions by the United States generate a dangerous situation that violates international law, threatens peace and regional security.
Cuba's foreign minister also emphasized that what the U.S. government is trying to do is impose the 200-year-old colonial so-called Monroe Doctrine. The Trump administration is trying to impose U.S. hegemony in the entire Western Hemisphere and essentially trying to colonize Latin America.
We repudiate the Monroe Doctrine and any attempt at militarization, intervention, or imperialist domination in Latin America and the Caribbean, proclaimed as a zone of peace.
Nicaragua also condemned the U.S. empire for carrying out savage and atrocious policies of neo-colonialism in Latin America.
Better than Zelda, cooler than Diablo. It doesn't even take World of Warcraft seriously. It's coming. As a hardcore MMORPG fantasy game.
Together with all peoples of the world, we condemn categorically the hateful, execrable policies of criminal economic blockade, aggression through coercive, arbitrary, unilateral measures, as well as the terrible migration policies which ignore human rights, which violate human rights, and are a reflection and a mirror of the selfishness and contempt of those who believe that they own the world. Here, we categorically condemn once again all of the savage, atrocious, incomprehensible outrages at this stage of life that the imperialist powers deploy through their economic, cultural, and trade policies, seeking to continue dominating us and grossly trying to intimidate us with their foolish armaments and ostentatious military designs directed against peace in Asia, Africa, and our Latin American Caribbean.
Now, I mentioned earlier that I was going to talk more about the problems with the United Nations. I briefly addressed how the U.S. has been abusing its veto power in the UN Security Council to kill any resolutions it doesn't like, which is how the U.S. has been able to continue sponsoring Israel's genocide in Gaza and shielding Israel from any repercussions internationally. This was a huge issue that was mentioned nonstop this year at the UN General Assembly, and many countries called for ending the veto in the Security Council. They also called for expanding the Security Council, adding more countries from the Global South, so it's not completely dominated by the West. Like now you have the US, the UK, and France are permanent members, but you don't have massive countries in the Global South with billions of people together, like India and Brazil and Pakistan and Bangladesh and Nigeria. These are huge countries that do not have permanent seats in the Security Council. So clearly, the Security Council is a kind of colonial institution that needs to be fundamentally transformed. Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro, pointed out that essentially today at the United Nations, countries don't really have a voice. They're allowed to speak, although they're ignored by the Western media. But when it comes to voting, their power is denied to them because the United States abuses its veto power.
Today, the United Nations is experiencing a crisis, and there's a need to transform it. Today, we have nation states gathered here who no longer have power, and that no matter how much they vote, they are ignored.
Also an issue that was raised by the foreign minister of Honduras, Javier Bu. He emphasized that there are multiple wars being waged in the world today, and the United States is fueling pretty much all of these wars, and yet the UN cannot stop these wars because the US has veto power. So Honduras's representative emphasized that there needs to be a fundamental transformation of the UN.
The world is not peaceful. The genocide in Gaza, the devastation in Ukraine, persistent violent crises, particularly in the Middle East, Africa, and Haiti, the dangerous weapons business of global capitalism, all show the failure of the multilateral system to fulfill its essential mandate to achieve peace, to prevent barbarism, to stop the progression of the nuclear race, which major powers are engaged in, and which could be the apocalypse of humanity. We categorically reject the fact that the most important decisions on peace and security throughout the world are hoarded in the hands of 5 permanent members of the Security Council. Their veto power, which has become an anachronistic privilege, has paralyzed collective action, and the calls for peace in different parts of security throughout the world of the multilateral system to fulfill its essential mandate to achieve peace, to prevent barbarism, to stop the progression of the nuclear race, which major powers are engaged in, and which could be the apocalypse of humanity. We categorically reject the fact that the most important decisions on peace and security throughout the world are hoarded in the hands of 5 permanent members of the Security Council. Their veto power, which has become an anachronistic privilege, has paralyzed.
I don't know what that word means. Anachronistic. Belonging or appropriate to a period other than that being portrayed. The book benefits from the effective use of anachronistic elements like cars and loudspeakers. Belonging are appropriate to an earlier period, especially so as to seem conspicuously old-fashioned or outdated. Anachronistic.
Collective action and the calls for peace in different parts of the world, and has allowed those committing war crimes to enjoy impunity. The UN cannot remain a hostage to special interests, nor can it be idly complicit in the face of the destruction of entire peoples. It is morally unacceptable that while billions of dollars are spent on weapons, budgets for peacekeeping operations, humanitarian aid, and sustainable development are being slashed. How can it be justified that the voice of 193 states who are present in this General Assembly and who are in favor of peace, to put an end to the different power blocks, can be cancelled out by one vote? We cannot continue to sustain a global order founded on privilege and inequality that leads to suffering for millions of poor people throughout the world.
Cuba's foreign minister pointed out that when the UN was founded in 1945, 80 years ago, there were only 51 member states, and there were still many countries in the global south that were colonized. They were formally colonized by the Western colonial powers. And throughout the 50s, 60s, and 70s, in the national liberation struggles, countries of the global south finally won their independence through hard-earned struggle against the Western colonial powers. And now there are 193 UN member states, but the structure of the UN is still colonial and undemocratic, and it needs to be.
Watch how smart POD sellers turn one design into 10 different bestsellers using Kindle. They take a winning
change. Listen here.
11 million people, 3 million of them children, die every year from hunger and associated diseases. The climate crisis is destroying nations and lives. devastating communities and economies. A handful of countries and individuals have amassed more wealth than the vast majority of all other countries combined. Colossal inequalities stifle and prevent sustainable development. There has been no effective global response to today's serious challenges. There could not be, because the current world order reflects a bygone era when most developing countries do not even exist as independent states. 80 years ago, the United Nations was founded with only 51 member states. Today, we are 193. The most urgent priority is to create a new international order that guarantees peace, the right to development, sovereign equality, participation and representation of developing countries in global policy decisions, that provides for the common good and prosperity in harmony with nature and ensures the exercise of all human rights for all people.
So what we are seeing today in the world is a fundamental conflict. And if you understand this, you can understand many of the wars and crises happening today. That is, the world in the 1990s and the early 2000s was a unipolar order dominated by the US empire, which tried to impose its hegemony in every single corner of the world. But now, in the 2020s, we are in an increasingly multipolar world. The US empire is in decline, and it's lashing out. The Trump administration has taken the mask off the US empire, and it has dispelled any illusion that the US empire cares about so-called democracy and human rights and all that nonsense. It never did. But the Trump administration is putting the pedal to the metal in terms of the blatant neo-colonial aggression in a desperate attempt to save the declining US empire. So this is why the US is attacking international organizations like the United Nations. This is why Trump has withdrawn the US from numerous UN bodies, including the UN Human Rights Council, including UNESCO, including the World Health Organization. This is why Trump has been imposing sanctions on international organizations like the International Criminal Court, the ICC. What the US empire is trying to do is once again impose a unipolar order on the world through force. But more and more countries are coming together and calling for a more multipolar order based on multilateralism, not US unilateralism. And despite all of the many flaws with the United Nations, it is one of the few organizations that is supposed to be multilateral, that could be a platform to help build a more multipolar democratic world that is not a dictatorship dominated by the US empire. So in their speeches, many of these leaders from Latin America emphasize that we need to build a more multipolar world in which all countries of the global south are allowed to pursue their own independent path of development, a world without imperialism, without colonialism, not a unipolar, unilateral world, but rather a multilateral, multipolar world. This is how Cuba's foreign minister briefly summarized it.
Let us aspire to a new civilized coexistence in which solidarity, international cooperation, and the peaceful settlement of disputes prevail as alternatives to war, the use of force, aggression, and occupation, opposed to unipolar domination and hegemonism. An order without blockades or universal coercive measures, based on multilateralism.
And here is the vision of the world that Venezuela is trying to support.
The revolutionary government of President Nicolas Maduro fully reaffirms its commitment to building this world which respects international law, a world free of hegemonic empires or warmongering empires, a world in which the people of the global south are able to enjoy their right to peace and future. We will usher in a world where colonialism, slavery, and exploitation are vanquished once and for all, a world in which peace can grow stronger.
So that was a summary of some of the very important points that were made by the leaders of leftist governments in Latin America, who are bravely speaking out against U.S. imperialism and the U.S.-Israeli genocide in Gaza, calling for a more multipolar world in opposition to U.S. unipolarity. You're never going to hear the perspective of these representatives in the Western corporate media. That's why I thought it would be important today to try to edit together all of their main points so you can listen to the voice of these countries that are constantly being attacked and oppressed and silenced by the U.S. empire. On that note, I'm going to conclude. I am Ben Norton. I am the editor-in-chief of Geopolitical Economy Report. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. I will see you all next time.
Indiana gonna win, baby! We're in Florida asking people what they put their money on! I'm all in on OKC!
Indiana got that dog in them.
Will egg prices go up this month?
I think we'll hit $20. How many hurricanes do you think we'll have this year? Kalshi lets you legally trade on anything, anywhere in the U.S. OKC!
OKC!
Is everyone using Ninja Transfers?
Ninja Transfers is definitely killing them. The quality, I mean, the design came out crisp. Hit up my boys at Ninja Transfer, and yes, they do send you single packs, so no minimum.
Be driving these cars. Nobody. I mean, it starts with the movers, the delivery people, the ones, the Uber, the taxi cab, the people in the real world. But do not get it twisted. It is coming for everybody. Lawyers, designers, coders, even artists. I know, I've seen it. I'm part of it. It's fucking wild. But here's the flip side, the beautiful side. The machine can replicate your rhythm, but it can't feel your groove. It can't imitate your brushstrokes. It can't channel your pain, your childhood story. It doesn't have that. So the power move now, the survival move, isn't to out-tech the tech. It's to go deeper into the things that make us human. To double down on instinct and storytelling and improvisation, taste and emotion and soul, because when all the dust settles, the last thing standing won't be the cleanest code or the fastest render. It's going to be the raw, messy, unrepeatable truth of what it means to be alive. That's the new art form. That's the fucking revolution. This is wild shit. Nobody driving these cars. Nobody. I mean, it starts with the movers, the delivery people, the ones, the Uber, the taxi cab, the people in the real world. But do not get it twisted. It is coming for everybody. Lawyers, designers, coders, even shit. Artists. I know.
Sir, the reason I stopped you, you tossed that juice box out the window.
Juice back, juice!
What's up, man?
Yo, moonwalk on the timeline, yeah, I'm viral with it. Pocket full of sparkle, that's a diamond digit. Spin around the block like a DJ set, and the glove still lit like a V-Day jet. It's MJ in the cut, no filter, just vibes. I slide in the boot, moonwalk through the timeline. Here we go. I slid through the city like a moonwalk, concrete drip so cold I got snow on the beach. Pockets on swole, yeah, they doing Pilates. Yeah, light on my fit, wrist looking like moonlight. Slide in the booth and I cook like a midnight. Talk to him, man. Just started to chasing my shadow. Pop off, clean, still back to the bone marrow. Woo! Yo, moonwalk on the timeline, yeah, I'm viral with it. Pocket full of sparkle, that's a diamond digit. Spin around the block like a DJ set, and the glove still lit like a V-Day jet. It's MJ in the cut, no filter, just vibes. I slide in the boot, moonwalk through the timeline. Here we go. I slid through the city like a moonwalk, concrete drip so cold I got snow on the beach. Pockets on swole, yeah, they doing Pilates. Yeah, light on my fit, wrist looking like moonlight. Slide in the booth and I cook.
Always remember to stack that bread, neighbor. Money, cash, hose. I'm about my paper, no cap.
That's what AI is going to do for us.
Always remember to stack that bread, neighbor. Money, cash, hose. I'm about my paper, no cap.
That's so crazy.
Yo, moonwalk on the timeline, yeah, I'm viral with it. Pocket full of sparkle, that's a diamond digit. Spin around the block like a DJ set, and the glove still lit like a B-Day jet. It's MJ in the cut, no filter, just vibes. I slide in the boot, moonwalk through the timeline. Hey, yo, I slid through the city like a moonwalk, concrete, keep so cold I got snow on the beat. Pockets on small, yeah, they doing Pilates. Yeah, light on my fit, wrist looking like. Your chicken's looking nice, pal. Hey, woo! Yo, he stole my chicken! Got it, Chrissy Treasure, can't slow me down. And go, and I'm hiding this time. Move, move, Friday, victory. We'll be back here. The Prince spin slide, I'm gliding out the door. Fried love in my arms, can't give it up no more. Hey! Your chicken's looking. You should put blood.
Hell no. Hello? Hell no. Hell no, no, no. Yeah, no. Hell no. No. Listen. Sit down, sit the room, make sure that everybody get to see. Come on, Mr. Rod. Oh my goodness gracious, it's you. It's really you, Tupac is here. Oh my God, Tupac is here. Everybody, Tupac is in my house. I can't believe this.
Too kind, man. Welcome, neighbor. I'm so glad you could stop by.
Appreciate you having me, Mr. Rod.
Please have a seat. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and even better with new friends.
Feels real peaceful. It kind of reminds me to slow down a bit. Well, I grew up, everything moves fast, you know. People try to make it any way they can.
I believe
But
it.
they still love it.
I believe it. Love shows up in surprising places, even in the rough streets. Sometimes all it needs is someone to know.
Well, hello, Mr. Rod. Oh my goodness gracious, it's you. It's really you, Tupac is here. Oh my God, Tupac is here. Everybody, Tupac is in my house. I can't believe this. Too kind, man.
Welcome, neighbor. I'm
Prediction market. Right, 3 years ago.
That shit hurt my feelings.
Maybe what you wishing for. Maybe you should wishing more. Maybe the world is yours. Maybe we're.
This is more like.
Yes.
Gosh, I feel like a backpack.
Light work.
How are you even moving? I'm
That's
600
just warm up
pounds.
weight.
I'm
good, but I'm suing.
Gosh, I feel like a backpack.
Light work.
How are you even moving? I'm
That's
600
just warm up
pounds.
weight.
I'm
good, but I'm suing.
Gosh, I feel like a backpack.
Light work.
How are you even moving? I'm
That's
600
just warm
pounds.
up weight.
Yo, the AI is getting so good, yo.
Gosh, I feel like a backpack.
Light work.
How are you even moving? I'm
That's just
600
warm up
pounds.
weight.
None of this shit is real. Nothing is fucking real anymore. Nothing is real.
No, shit, you got my blood. Damn, bro. And get out, nigga. Please sit down, bro. Hey, fuck you, bro. Hey, somebody gun up top. Nigga slim with a 22. Look, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Bitch, what's wrong with you, brother? Bitch, what's wrong with you, nigga? Okay, watch out. Hey, come on. Hey, what's wrong with you, bitch? What's wrong with you? Hey, man. Bitch, oh yeah. Hey, somebody grab my swing. Grab my switch, nigga. Hey, how the fuck are we getting my 22, nigga? Watch out. Bitch. Hold on, one more. Bitch. Oh, nigga. Oh, nigga. So every time I'm pop, nigga, fuck around with my part. We just hit him in the ass. I swear to God. When I get up and all of my niggas on my mind, shut your ass. You know, ass crack, nigga. You ain't that damn man. You know, walking nigga that. Oh, shit. You got my gun. Say, pull up and get out, nigga. Pull up, nigga. Please sit down, bro. Hey, fuck you, hey, somebody gun up top. Nigga slim with a 22. Look, watch out. Watch out. Bitch, what's wrong with you, brother? Bitch, what's wrong with you, nigga? Okay, watch out. Hey, come on. Hey, what's wrong with you, bitch? What's wrong with you? Hey, man. Bitch, oh yeah. Hey, somebody grab my swing. Grab my switch, nigga. Hey, how the fuck are we getting my 22, nigga? Watch out. Bitch. Hold on, one more. Bitch. Oh, nigga. So every time I'm pop, nigga, fuck around with my part. We just hit him in the ass. I swear to God. When I get up and all of my niggas on my mind, shut your ass. You know, ass crack, nigga. You ain't that damn man. You know, walking nigga that. Oh, shit. You got my
Bitch. The postmodernist teaching and yeah, the whole system is breaking down, bro. We're all fucked. We're all fucked. And they keep trying to tell us we're not, but we can see it, dude. I see you're fucking me right now, bro. You're just fucking me over constantly. Like, leave my taxes alone. Why are you taxing me into the fucking grave? And then you don't even spend my taxes here. You don't even try to build new infrastructure or nothing. You just tax all my fucking money, and then you give it to goddamn Israel or some other stupid ass war effort somewhere Americans will have to suffer at the pump. Why the fuck do we gotta suffer at the pump? Why the fuck do I gotta suffer at the pump? Because we need to help Ukraine. And you know what? I don't live in that fucking country, bro. I don't live in that country. We gotta help Israel. Bitch, I don't live in Israel either. Fuck these places and people. You need to make it easier for me to live here in America. Yeah, we're right at 3 hours. I might take a break here. There was way more to do to her hair because she did have the beads in it, but I think the other hair isn't going to need a lot of touch up to it. Like I say, we're gonna hop right back into that blue jean jacket shortly, and that's gonna be the bulk of it. What's left is the jean jacket, honestly. So let me try to do a little bit more here. Mhm. All right, it's gonna be something like that for right now. And that's what the powers to be realized. Like, they are slowly losing all of us. It's not even a left-right divide anymore. Like they're losing the support of the average American, and they really don't know what to do about it. And that's why Netanyahu said, "Well, we need to control more media. We need to control, and the new media is the social media. So we need to control all the platforms." So it's like that's not going to work either, bro. Like y'all can keep trying to pump all this propaganda into us. Nobody believes it at all. Nobody believes it at all anymore. And I saved my vote for so many fucking years, bro, not giving a fuck about the system. And I still think Trump initially went in as a complete outsider, independent, non-puppet. But I can see even with this administration, like the powers to be, the deep state is so deep that I don't give a fuck who you are trying to run this country. Until there's a complete overhaul of the entire system, we're gonna get the same results every fucking time. I even feel like if they just like, Travis, you want to be the president? And I say, yeah, I'll go in there, and then I realize like, oh, I can't change this shit. And if I do, these motherfuckers are gonna try to kill me. They're gonna Charlie Kirk this shit out me, bro. And so now it's just like, what the fuck do we do as a nation? You know, as a society, like what the fuck do we do? I'm starting to feel cynical about a lot of shit. You know, it's just running out of fucking faith. Running out of faith in humanity. Like, how long did it take for motherfuckers to stand up to Hitler? Like, we've been sitting around watching this shit for 2 fucking years. Well, it's longer than 2 years. But this last war has been 2 years, and it's just like, oh, we just sit there and watch and do nothing. I don't get it. I know they're gonna try to ice my ass. Man, that thing looking good though, bro. We getting there. A little bit more with the hair, like I said, and then we'll get right to the jean jacket, then we done. Those beads coming out pretty good. The braids are looking pretty good. I say that braid right there needs some highlights, and this set of braids right there, right to the top, need a little more highlight. There's not even a lot left for her hair, and then her hair, it looks fine to me. I'm gonna just hit some of the braids with some bright white, and then throw a little bunch of fizzy strands so that her hair is in that like straight solid line all the way around. And her hair too, like she has a lot of fizzy strands, like loose strands of hair. And she actually has this one curl that comes all the way down. It goes, it overlaps her ear and it comes down here. And then she has one that comes across her face right there. So I do want to get those. So there's a strand that comes here, and then this is the top of the curl right there. So this curl comes out and curls down around her ear and then kind of comes down here. So we'll do that. Then that's the hair is done. Like I really like her braids and how the scalp looks underneath the braids. I thought that turned out pretty good. And yeah, this jacket and then a little bit of touch up on this jacket, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, big bro. You got to have this shit done before the weekend. Guarantee. We have it done before the weekend. It's still early. There is a chance that I could come back up in here later this evening or whatever. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. We did a good solid 3 hours, and we did about the same yesterday. Did about 3 hours yesterday. So I ain't gonna lie. After this painting, I may take a break for a day or two. I really need to get some more photographs. I actually, matter of fact, there's another model I need to contact. I'm trying to think of people who said they would model for me because, like, we only have a few more days of good weather. The mornings are already really chilly. So, once again, just trying to get a few more pictures stocked up for the winter time. See how that goes. Hopefully I can photograph. Like if I get like 2 or 3 more photographs and then I can like prompt a couple of AI images, that'll definitely keep me good through the winter until next spring comes back around and get back outside. All right, let's pack it up. Pack it up. Let's pack it up. I sure appreciate y'all hanging out with me in the studio on this wonderful, beautiful Sunday morning. Man, about to get along with the rest of our day. Do a little writing, a little gaming, a little cooking, a little chilling and relaxation. Hope everybody else's day is filled with excitement, joy, and wonder. And I bid you farewell. I hope to see you guys in the next stream. But for now, peace, and we're out of here.